Hey, I'm Ryan, co-founder here at RightBlogger, and I've been a freelancer for the better part of 10 years off and on. I've worked with tons of different clients in a lot of different spaces as a freelance content marketer and a writer for hire. So when I say that I know that running the business side of a freelance business can be a little bit on the draining side, know that I'm speaking from lived experience that I've felt too. That's why inside RightBlogger, my platform of tools for creators, we decided to make a lot of tools geared towards freelancers. So I want to walk you through my 3 favorite tools that we've created for freelancers inside RightBlogger. Number 1 is going to be the freelance proposal generator. Number 2, the contract generator. And number 3, the article writer. So let's hop in. Once you create a free account on RightBlogger, you'll be able to log in and check out the tools menu here. Today we have more than 74 tools built inside of RightBlogger. Now I want to show you the proposal generator first. I'll just type in freelance proposal and you'll see it takes us right here. Now let's go ahead and fill out an example. Michael Scott, and he wants to sell to Dunder Mifflin, let's say. Proposed fee is going to be $5,000. Let's add the $sign and then deliverables. In this hypothetical, let's say Michael Scott's a freelance writer and he's going to create 4 long form SEO optimized articles per month for the client Dunder Mifflin. There's some more instructions you can add that we just build into all of our tools, but for something like a proposal generator, this is going to be a good start. Usually I'll set the My Tone function, which is available to paid users for RightBlogger, and you have the opportunity to upload a few different My Tones. I like the one called I Tell You My Truth. Then I'll click Generate. And in less than a minute, we've generated the first draft of what a proposal looks like. Now, I constructed all of the sections of this freelance proposal draft based on my own personal proposal writing process. There are some changes, some updates that you may want to make to this proposal yourself, but we get all the main bullet points in here, and I'm a big fan of simple is always going to be better. I know that when I get really long, lengthy proposals from people I'm considering working with, it can feel like a bit of a burden to actually make it all the way through the proposal. So I recommend keeping them simple, straight to the point, and not adding a whole bunch of fluff. This is going to have some legal-ish sounding language in it, which is a good thing. But again, make sure that all of the details are correct, double check, and then of course, add in anything else that you feel you need to add. All you really need to do is copy this proposal, and then you can paste it into a Google Doc, something like that you can share with the client, maybe the body of an email, however you prefer to deliver these kinds of things to clients. Next up, I want to show you the freelance contract generator. This is another tool that I developed to help save myself time for creating contracts when I wanted to work with new clients. So let's use our Michael Scott example again. Deliverables, create 4 long form SEO optimized articles per month. And then of course, I'll select the tone and then I'll click generate. And within a few seconds, we have the first draft for a contract template you could use. Again, the details are really important here. So you want to go through each line item and make sure that it's accurate. There's probably some updates, some changes you may want to make, perhaps some formatting stuff that you want to shift around, but this is the exact contract template that I used for all my freelance clients for the better part of a decade. And so I know that this works, and I originally had an attorney review this contract with me back in the day. That said, do not take this as legal advice. This is a directionally useful tool, and in my experience, it's important to always have a contract in place with a client before you start work. And this one includes all the details that you're going to need in the case that you actually do have to pursue some sort of legal action for non-payment or other breach of the contract. Last, but certainly not least, I want to show you how to use the article writer tool. If you create any form of content for your clients as deliverables, this is going to be a really useful tool for you. And we have a whole bunch of other content creation oriented tools as well, so I recommend exploring. But here, let's just do the example of sticking with our Michael Scott theme here. He's a freelance writer hired by a paper company, and one of the articles that he's been assigned to write for them is the 5 best mailing envelopes to use this year. And so what I'll do here is I'll select again the My Tone function. If you want to edit your tone once you have a paid account with RightBlogger, you can just go right here to My Tone, and you can upload blog post URLs, or you can upload chunks of text for the model to learn from and to write in your voice, your style, your tone. Under here, we have a whole bunch of different options. If you want longer form content, you can go for very long form, medium. I'll just leave this on automatic for this example. Point of view, I like to always do first person in my experience. This is a better way to connect with readers. Keyword phrase, best mailing envelopes, and then target audience. This would be something that you could type in if you have a really specific audience you're trying to reach and you know this is the person who you want reading this kind of content. And then finally, additional instructions here. This is if you already have a take. Let's say if you know what the 5 mailing envelopes are that you want to include as the main sections of this article, you'll want to put those in here. Just list them out 1 through 5 and the AI will know what to do. But for this example, we're ready to go. So I'm going to click Generate Outline. And now what we're doing behind the scenes is we're sending all of this detailed instructions and information over to the OpenAI platform. We're telling it how we want to create an article, and it's going to start with an outline here. And here we go. We've got an introduction that includes the importance of choosing it, factors to consider, the impact of aesthetics on recipients. That's actually a great idea that I hadn't thought about using this example. And then of course we've got the 1 through 5 all selected here. So this outline looks good to me, but if you want to make edits and changes, just click this little pencil button here and you'll have the opportunity to add much more detail to each section of your article. And remember, the thing about AI is that the more detail you give it inside the prompt, the better your outputs are going to be, the more like spot on you'll feel the results are. You can also move things around, different sections, drag and drop. Let's say you want the impact of the aesthetics to be first, move it up a little bit. Now, once you're happy with this, we'll click Generate Article. And we're in business. In less than a minute, you'll see that you've created an article based on that outline you fed it. And this one looks pretty good. It's nailing all the sections. You can see that we've got a list for envelope number 1, envelope number 2, down through 5. Love it. And then we've got a conclusion that wraps this up. And once you're happy with the article you generate, you can just click copy right here and then paste the content directly into whichever CMS you're using. We also have this share functionality that allows you to create a share link if you want to share this with other collaborators that you're working with. And then finally, you can also download this article as plain text, Markdown, or as a Microsoft Word document. This has been a quick tour of just a few of the tools and features that I like most about RightBlogger for freelancers in particular. We of course have a ton more tools that I'd love for you to explore. And if you create a free account, you can use almost all of our tools for free at least a couple of times a month. The limits vary per tool, but what you'll find when you subscribe to a plan on RightBlogger is that you'll get unlimited access to all 74 plus tools that we have, and you'll unlock some additional features and functionality. So if you have any questions, please let me know. I'm easy to find. I'm just Ryan at rightblogger.com, and we look forward to having you.